Peace to Universal Family. Peace to Universal Families.
Peace to Universal Family. Peace to the Universal Family. My name is Clarkson.
Peace to Universal Family. My name is Clarkson, and today's video is about the art of respect. Alright? Before we get into this video, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the whole nine. And yeah, I'm finally back on YouTube. Took like a whole week break, planning some ideas, a lot of things going on right now. Very exciting time. We are in June, y'all. Already halfway through the year. I'm very excited to make this video. Very good things coming, all right? So, without further ado, I'm not going to drag y'all on for too long. We've got to get right into it. Quick word from our sponsors, though.
Today's video is sponsored by the Clarkson Podcast. Make sure you go follow them on Spotify and YouTube for all the monthly episodes that drop on there, and make sure you tap in. We talk about spirituality, entertainment, finance, and more, so make sure you tap in.
Alrighty, let's get straight into it. Y'all know how I do this. I break down the aspect of the word, go into the definition of the word, then give my own perspective on that said word, and then break it down with the pros and cons. That is how we do these art videos, all right? And as y'all can see, I got a lot of energy today, so we're going to get straight into it, all right? So, respect, all right? Keep that word in your mind, respect. Respect, respect. What does respect mean to you, all right? Let's get straight into it. Got the notes. Respect, definition. These are Carfax, Google Facts. Definition: a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something, inclined by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Okay, so a feeling of deep admiration. That's one. Next one we got is due regard for the feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of others. So you feel like you do something. You're due respect for someone's feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of other people. Okay. Alright, so far this is implying that respect is something external. You know. Next up we have avoiding harm or interfering with something, okay, or an environment. Avoid harming or interfering with an environment or something. Okay, so this could go into like animals or something. You know, you're avoiding to harm the animal. Or interfering with its natural process because you respect the animal and its habitat, okay? So that's another way of respect. So respect, so far, just from the quick definition, we can already tell a huge portion of respect is external, you know, outside of yourself. It's how you interact with the world. If you respect things, you treat things a certain way, right? So, agree to recognize and abide by a legal requirement. So, for example, he urges all foreign nations to respect the laws of their country of residence. Okay, so if you respect something, then you would protect that said thing, and you want others to do the same because you respect it. So, if you respect your country, then you would follow the laws of said country because you respect the country. You know. So, that's it for the basic definition. And here, now I'm going to go straight into my perspective. Okay, so just by reading that, I can already see that respect is definitely external, but there are some internal qualities. Very, very important note to take here. So it's very personal, yet requires an aspect of, I would say, obedience and submission. I would say not to be taken as control in a way, like you're not giving up your control to something or someone or aspect of something outside yourself. It's more of a, okay, if I respect this said thing, then I can let it have its submission over me in a way. And what I mean by that is, for example, like submission, right? So it's a sub part of the mission. So it's basically more of like a helping aspect of said mission. So if you're submissive to something, and even men and women, there are certain things that both of us have to be submissive to. Like we should be submissive to the higher power within ourselves and the universe. We should submit to that. There are certain things that all of us as human beings should submit to, you know, and be obedient to. The laws of the universe, those things we need to submit to, and respect, you know. So I think respect goes hand in hand with submission and obedience, okay? Not to be taken as control or any type of other negative thing, right? Respect is very, high class. Respect must stay respectable on both ends for it to be properly used in the most positive way and have the best outcome. Okay, so this is going to tie into basically when you're respecting someone else, you would hope that they would also give you that same respect, you know. So let's break down from my perspective respect and the aspects of respect. So personally, I think respect is mental, physical, and spiritual. Okay, so you can respect someone mentally, and you can also respect somebody physically. Okay, so how do we respect somebody mentally? Okay, we can respect somebody's mentality. Not necessarily we don't necessarily have to agree with somebody's mentality to respect it. Okay, so for example, if somebody says, "I believe the sky is pink," okay, even though we clearly see the sky isn't pink, if we were to talk to this person, they would say, "Okay, well, maybe something happened to where they did something to our eyes and they made us think the sky was blue even though it was actually pink, and all these years we've been blind this whole time." Regardless of how crazy the story sounds or whatever, if you respect that person, you can respect their opinion regardless of if it's right or wrong or not. And you can be like, okay, you know what? I respect it. Based off of the things that you learned, you think the sky is pink. I don't think the sky is pink. I clearly see and know that the sky is blue, but I can respect your opinion, you know. And you can respect that person's mentality and the way that they think and why they think that. So you're not gonna bash on that person because you respect. Okay, this is how they came to that conclusion. I respect that. You know, you can still give your 2 cents, and if they don't like it, that's fine, cool. You still respect that person. So that's how I feel like you can respect somebody's mentality. You know, you can respect that person without degrading them or putting them down because of how somebody's mentality is. You can just respect it. You know, even if you don't agree with it, or for something that you do agree with, like you be like, wow, I really agree with that mindset and mentality of the person. Like, this person is really strong and motivational, and they do things based off of the type of mentality that they have. It might not be the normal, but I can respect that way of thinking, you know? So, and like you said, like I was saying earlier, a deep admiration for somebody. So, you know, you can respect somebody to the point where, wow, I really appreciate and admire how somebody thinks, how they come up with things or how they solve problems. You can respect that aspect of someone. You know, you can respect that in a person or in an animal or in a thing. You know, you can do that. You can apply respect to those aspects of people. You can respect somebody's abilities. You can respect the quality of somebody. You know, or their achievements. You know, they're externally. Like, wow, I respect the fact that this person really put the work in. They got like 5 awards. I respect that. You know, I respect that this person is a black belt. I respect that this person has businesses and they're rich. I can respect that. Like, wow, you know, you can respect external things. You know, and then the mentality that it took for them to get that, you can respect that too. Okay, so respect is definitely mental, and I would also say externally you can respect yourself, which is very important because in order to properly respect other people, like properly, you have to be able to respect yourself. So you need to be able to respect your own mentality as well and know what you're capable of in order to be able to respect it. Because you can't really truly respect something until you have a certain level of understanding of it, you know? So if somebody tells you something, you have no context of it, you can't really respect it, you know? So you need to learn about things in order to properly respect them. Just my personal opinion. Next up, we have physical, right? So you can physically respect something, you know? Like people. How do you physically respect somebody and physically respect yourself? I would say that definitely goes into the other part of the aspect of respect, which is avoiding harming or interfering with somebody. So physically respecting somebody looks like this, okay? You see somebody walking by and they're doing something really important, you know, you see them going back and forth, and then you probably want to walk through, but you're like, you know what? I respect this person. Let me let them pass by first, then I go so I don't get in their way. You're respecting their physical body and avoiding interfering with what you can clearly see they're doing. That's respect, okay? Or, for example, if you're in a conversation with somebody and somebody's talking to somebody else, but you want to talk to them, you can physically respect them by not butting into the conversation, jumping in the way, and talking to that person. You know, you see they're clearly talking to somebody else. That's another form of physical respect. Or touching somebody when you know that they probably don't want to be touched at the moment, or you patting their back or doing anything physical. That would be disrespect, okay? So physical respect would be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this person that physical space and boundaries that they probably want, instead of me just like, hey, Like, that's not physically respecting somebody, especially if they don't want that. So respect goes a long way, and that's what I wanted to cover. Basically, is respect goes a long way, and respect keeps you out of trouble. Okay, so it's very important to respect yourself and the people around you to keep you out of trouble. Okay, so it's very personal, yet like I was saying, requires a level of obedience and submission. So you want to be able to respect people's physical vessels. Do not disrespect people physically or mentally. Okay, guys. You really want to focus on respect, and that's a huge thing. So many people nowadays love to disrespect people, and they do it unwillingly, like unknowingly. They go to disrespect somebody subconsciously. Like, they'll say some slick stuff, and they'll disrespect somebody's whole mentality and whole lifestyle, just like that. I'll be like, whoa, like I've seen it right in my eye. I've seen two people talking, and that person will just disrespect that person, and then that person will disrespect that person right back. I'm like, whoa, they are not respecting each other. And so disrespect really brings out certain sides of people that they probably didn't want to normally show, but when you get disrespected, it taps into like a really dark side of you that you probably normally wouldn't want to show, but you show it because you got disrespected. So everyone on the planet deserves a certain level of respect, and when that's broken, all hell breaks loose. And we're going to go into that, though. We're going to go into the aspects of the cons, quote-unquote, of respect, and certain people don't deserve the same level of respect that everybody else gets because of how disrespectful they are. So there's levels to that, too. Not everybody deserves to be respected the exact same way. There's mutual respect between basic human beings, and then there's a higher level of respect between individuals. Like, for example, if I know somebody and I respect this person highly, a random Joe Blow doesn't get the same level of respect as the person that I've known for years and have acquired this level of respect from me. You know what I'm saying? That person doesn't just get that same level of respect just because they're a human being. No, it doesn't work like that. They get a general level of respect, and then this person gets a higher level of respect based on my relationship with that specific person or thing. So there are definitely levels of respect. But before we get into that, we're going to go into the last portion of respect, which is spiritual. Okay, so there's spiritual respect. You can respect somebody's spirituality and spirit. Like, even if somebody isn't as smart or as cunning or doesn't talk as good or whatever the fact, if you can really take the time to learn somebody and really listen to what they're saying, sometimes you can kind of see the spirit in somebody, the way they talk and the way they do it, and that's something to respect. I've seen it multiple times. I'll hear somebody talking, and it won't really sound too coherent or it won't really make much sense to me. It won't even make much sense at all, logically speaking. But you can tell that person has so much spirit in them. It's like, wow, even though that don't make much sense, I can feel what that person is trying to say, or I can feel the spirit in my environment. I can respect that. Like, for me, I've never been a Christian, but I can respect the spirit of all Christians coming together in the church, and they're all singing and they're all happy and the energy is up and everybody's loving and whatnot. I'm not a Christian, but I can respect the fact that the spirit is there. All of them are in a room coming together to try to heal and follow God, right? I can respect that, regardless of if I agree with anything that they say or not. That has nothing to do with the fact that I can respect the spirit, okay? So you can respect somebody's spirit, and you should also respect your own spirit as well. So, got those three out the way. Mental respect, physical respect, and spiritual respect. Next up is the pros of respect. Why should you respect people, and why should you respect yourself? Okay, we get what respect does, but why should I do it? So respect, like I said, opens up a million different doors. Okay, you can be talking to somebody who's real angry and real closed off and doesn't want to talk to you at all. But if you show them respect, they could, you never know, they could do a whole 180 and end up offering you an opportunity that you probably desperately needed at the time, but you didn't even know that door was open. But respecting somebody opened that door for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's happened to me millions of times. Something I needed, right? And I thought, okay, there's no way I can do this. But then somebody just approached me and asked me this question. I'm like, I kind of don't really want to answer this right now, but I'm going to be respectful and just respectfully respond, and then just keep dealing with what I'm dealing with. And then I end up giving this person a level of respect that shocked them. Whoa, this person actually gave me the time of day to listen to what I was saying and then respectfully respond and treat me in a respectful manner. You know what? I'm going to, boom, say this and offer this. I'm like, you know what? I do this. And then that ended up opening up so many doors for me personally, and so many new friendships and relationships that I've acquired just by giving a level of respect to somebody. You know, so respect opens up a lot of doors, and again, respect keeps you out of trouble. Okay, like if somebody's if there's a negative, like I've been in so many negative environments in my life, it's crazy. Like I've been in an environment where somebody was gonna beat me up, like straight up. I've been in situations where somebody's like two or three people walking up with that negative energy, say hey and stuff, right? And they're like, you know what? They're giving off their energy like they're about to do something. But I looked at them as knowing that they didn't respect themselves, right? And so what I did was I was able to observe the energy and give them a level of respect that they probably never had in their whole life, right? And it shocked them. Like, whoa, this person is respectable. And then he respected me. I don't even think that highly of myself as it is. But this person just gave me that respect. You know what? I'm gonna just scratch whatever I was thinking and just let me stop sagging. Let me just sit up straight. Hey man, hey brother, yep. Keep walking, keep your head up. They turn into a whole new person. They start trying to inspire you and everything. I'm like, wait, what? 2 seconds ago you had this energy like you was about to rob me. And now, oh, it's all good. What's up, bro? And you just keep walking? Like, that's crazy. But it works. You know, respect keeps you out of trouble. Respect is like a level of boundary that you okay, you know what? Like I said, it's crazy because like no matter who you're talking to, you could be talking to a drug addict or a murderer. It don't matter who it is. Respect, like everybody requires a certain level of respect, no matter who you are. And if you have that respect within yourself, it'll keep you out of trouble. So if you want to stay out of trouble, respect yourself and give other people a certain level of respect. Okay. So respect can take you a long way. Okay, and like I was saying before, respect can change people's perspectives of you because most people don't receive it. Most people don't receive respect, y'all. Especially nowadays, people love to disrespect you instantly. Like they don't care about your ideologies, your mentality, your physical vessel. They don't care about nothing. They'll disrespect you in a second. They'll physically disrespect you. They'll abuse you. They will disrespect your mentality, how you think. Especially if they don't agree with it, they will disrespect you on the fly. They will disrespect your whole spiritual practice, your whole spiritual ideology. They'll disrespect the whole nine and just not care at all. So that is something to be aware of. But if you choose to stay diligent and still respect somebody else, like I remember I was telling somebody about my spiritual practices and they didn't necessarily respect it at the time. But I respected the fact that they didn't respect it, and then they changed their whole mind. Like, they was like, "Oh snap! I didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at it that way. So I apologize for disrespecting it like that." And then they ended up respecting me afterwards. So sometimes giving respect to somebody who doesn't necessarily respect that aspect of you will change their perspective. Because like I said, most people don't receive it. So sometimes when people don't receive respect so much, they will off the bat start off with disrespect just because they know they're not going to receive respect. They'll start from the jump. Disrespect. They'll start, number one, disrespect somebody. And then when they receive respect back, they're like, wait, what? Oh, hold on, I did that wrong. And then they come with the respect afterwards. So I want us, people who watch this video and people who learn from me, to try and start with respect. You know, it might not always be respectful every single time, but try to start with respect first. Lead with respect. And then if that doesn't always work out, then it might have to get a little disrespectful. Okay, we're not stupid over here. We're not going to tolerate continuously getting disrespected. That's not what I'm saying, because that's far from what I believe in. And if you keep disrespecting me, it's going to be a problem. But what I'm saying is we want to lead with peace and humbleness and respect. We want to lead with that going forward first. And we'll get the best results out of it that way, okay? So the cons of respect. We're almost done with the video, y'all. We're about to wrap it up soon. So when you respect someone and they don't deserve it, and then it makes you feel less than, that is a con, okay? So you want to be careful when talking to people and be aware of how they respect themselves. So like I said, if you see someone who doesn't really respect themselves a lot, and they disrespect you, but then you respect them, and they just continuously just keep disrespecting you even after you try to give them the respect, that is a negative, because you're gonna start to take on that energy and not want to respect people, because like, dang, nobody respectable nowadays because this person just disrespected me. So this is a con of respect, because I've seen people go from the most respectful people to straight up 180 just because of the respect that they didn't receive. So they were just respecting everybody left and right, just giving everybody the benefit of the doubt, not caring about how other people treat themselves, and then they end up getting corrupted by that negative energy. You never want other people to be able to corrupt you. Even though it's really hard to maintain that balance, you don't want people around you, especially negative people, to be able to just easily corrupt you because you're so nice and so giving and so respectful. You still need to have a certain level of like protection with your mentality, your physical body, and your spiritual essence, to where somebody who doesn't respect themselves mentally, physically, or spiritually can just dump all this disrespect on you. You just take it. No, that is not what we should be doing. So if you see somebody that's constantly disrespecting you, you don't have to continuously keep respecting them. You can remove yourself from the situation or give them their own taste of their medicine. And sometimes when you give them a little bit taste of their medicine, that little bit of disrespect, that actually snaps them out of it sometimes. So that makes my, hold up. Whoa, I'm sorry. So there's that. That's the con of respecting people too much, especially when they don't deserve it, And there are people in this world that are very undeserving of respect, like common courtesies and stuff like that. There are people who don't even deserve stuff like that, and it's crazy. So, just like I said, be aware of who you're respecting, because you don't want somebody to use that against you. You don't want to be this Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Nice Girl who just respects everybody and loves everybody. And then when somebody treats you bad, say, I'll just keep loving, and then you end up losing your respect for yourself. And that's what I really wanted to hit home as. When you respect people too much, especially when they don't deserve it, you start to lose respect for yourself. You start to be like, dang, I'm giving up all this, but I'm not receiving any respect in return. And when you don't receive respect in return, you start to lose respect for yourself. So even though you're supposed to give respect to other people, you must also demand respect for yourself. You must also make sure that same level of respect is also being returned to you. So you send the energy out, and you expect it to come back, okay? In some way, form, or fashion. It doesn't have to be the exact way, but it has to be some way. So if you shoot out that respect mentally, expect it to come back either mentally, physically, or spiritually, okay? One of the three. It has to come back. The energy has to come back one way or another. Otherwise, you might end up losing respect for yourself, and you might need to detach yourself from that person if they are not consistently respecting you how you're respecting them. Like, you're showing this person physical respect, mental respect, spiritual respect, and they're just disrespecting you on all three of those levels. You need to cut that person from your life or reevaluate how you interact with that person. Maybe they don't deserve that level of respect from you. Maybe they don't, So it's definitely levels to it. So that's basically what I wanted to break down, y'all. The art of respect. We're going to wrap it up here, y'all. This is a long video. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know your perspective down below in the comments. I loved making this video. I want to make it for a long time now. I particularly want to make it now because I'm starting to see a lot of things. Like, I'll be on TikTok. I'm just seeing so much disrespectful stuff going on. And a lot of things I'm seeing now. And I'm like, you know what? I praise myself on always starting off with respect first, And so because of that, I was like, you know what? I want to break down respect and how important it is. So it was just something it was just something that dawned on me. And made a video about it. So thank y'all for watching. Follow me on everywhere. New videos coming soon. Huge announcement. Extremely huge announcement coming in about a week's time. So stay tuned for that. And y'all see my karate outfit here. More videos with that coming soon. But podcast episodes coming soon. CCP coming soon. A lot of good stuff coming soon. Y'all stay tuned. I'm sorry I didn't upload for over a week. I got new stuff coming. I've been planning and researching day and night. Barely any sleep. But trust me, it's going to be worth it. Also, announcement. I'm going to be making this announcement tomorrow as well on CCP. But I have a book coming soon, y'all. Y'all probably already know if y'all follow me on Instagram. The 8 Principles of Cloxing. This book will be released next week in paperback form and digital audio form. So stay tuned for that. It'll be like around $8, $9, $10. So y'all can cop that if y'all want to get the juicy insides of the whole Cloxing perspective and how I live my life and the principles that I live by and all the juicy secrets. All right, so I'll just be saying stuff on YouTube, but it's actually deeper than that. It's actually like key things that you want to focus on and like step-by-step how-tos on a daily process of how to be Cloxing, basically, or how to live by the spirit of Cloxing. So I'm not going to go too deep into it. I might do a sneak peek book read tomorrow on the CCP, so y'all stay tuned for that. But those are all the announcements basically that I had for this video, and this is the art of respect. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Peace.